I am extremely proud to be a dairyman. I always wanted to be involved on a dairy with my grandpa and my dad, and it's always been a dream of mine. I eat the same yogurt you eat, the same milk consumers drink. I feed my kids as well, and it's just as important to me to put a good product on that table, knowing it came from a good community of dairymen that work hard. We do everything we possibly can to make sure it's a quality product.
Oh, you caught me in a good mood. I finally got my dream team. Agri-Service now carries the Rogator 700. It's easy to maneuver with 165 horsepower, great fuel economy, and the smart drive system. Pair that with the bad boy tractors, my massive Ferguson 8600 series, and I got power, comfort, technology, and pure performance that no other tractor can match. You want more information? You go to agri-service.com or visit one of their 10 locations near you.
This is my classroom. This is my laboratory. These are my school supplies. This is my study group. And this is my career. North Idaho College. Start here, go anywhere.
Hey, where you going? You can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Hey, common sense.
Whoa. Why so slow?
Got internet from the phone company?
And the more things we turn on, the slower everything goes.
No, DSL might have been okay in the past, but not anymore. The more tablets, laptops, and smartphones you have, the more you need the speed of Cable One high-speed internet.
Yeah, I think we've reached a new low and slow.
Yeah. Cable One, it's just common sense.
Congrats. Proud of you. Congratulations. Nice job. 4 out of 5 Idaho adults choose to live life tobacco-free. Way to go, Idaho.
Visit projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Good morning, Grinstitute team. What do we got?
We're eliminating surprise costs by avoiding jargon between our plans, dentists, and patients.
Lovely. Martinez, go.
Ease of access. Telephone answer rates down to 12 seconds.
Thomas?
We're getting Idaho's kids psyched for their very first dental visit. Meet the Grinbot. Maybe I'll keep working on that.
Keep perfecting. Partners in lifelong dental care. We're there.
Well, your child is almost ready for driving in the big league, and that means you're ready for us. Contact a friendly agent today, and we'll show you the kind of service, support, and discounts you'll tell a friend about. Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Idaho. We know Idaho. We grew up here.
You're watching East Idaho Game Night. The Shelley Russets versus the South Fremont Cougars. Live on idahosports.com game streams. Presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Madison Junior High School for the 3A Girls District 6 Tournament. Here live on idahosports.com game streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. This is game number 1. The Shelley Russets against the South Fremont Cougars alongside Kyle Taylor and Lance Taylor. My name is Matt Harris here to bring you the coverage tonight. Great venue for this tournament, Lance.
It is. I've broadcasted games in here on many different occasions. This is my favorite of all places. It's the old Madison High School gym, now the junior high. Perfect place to hold a girls high school district tournament because they can fill this.
This tournament, obviously, we've reached district tournament time now, which means we're getting close to state tournament time, and it's just a great time of the year in general.
It is. We're really busy, obviously, during this time of the year because while these district tournaments are going on, you still got the boys playing as well.
National anthem set to be played. We'll be back after this on Idaho Sports.
IdahoSports.com, Idaho's leader in online high school sports information, welcomes you to tonight's Game Streams broadcast of East Idaho basketball, presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. Tonight, it's East Idaho Game Night, presented by Sportsline on Local News 8, IdahoSports.com, and Z103, Idaho's #1 hit music channel. Tonight's 3A District 6 tournament matchup features the Shelley Russets versus the South Fremont Cougars, live from Madison Junior High School in Rexburg.
Welcome back to Madison Junior High School here on IdahoSports.com. Game streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. The Russets versus the Cougars. Game 1 of the 2015 3A Girls District 6 basketball tournament. Of course, coming up after this, we'll have Sugar Salem versus Teton in a game which should be another great game.
It should be another great game. You know, when you look at this game here, Shelley and South Fremont, these were lopsided games during the regular season to Shelley. Shelley plays a really tough out-of-conference schedule. So the record wasn't really indicative of how good they are. Their boys kind of going through the same thing right now. And it's really upon South Fremont tonight to step up and prove that they have found a way that they can hang with this Russet bunch.
You know, both games here, of course, we'll have the next 2 games on Thursday as well. You'll be taking care of those ones here from the old Bobcat Den, if you want to call it that. Of course, IdahoSports.com game streams are brought to you by the United Dairymen of Idaho. Starting lineups being introduced right now for South Fremont. Taylor Singleton, number 5, a senior. Mikkel Geisler, number 10, a senior. Milena Mize, a junior, wearing number 11. Shaylee Thewison, number 24, a junior. And Harley Speth, a freshman, wearing number 55 for South Fremont. The Cougars are led by Lisa Thewison in her 4th season. As for Shelley, they are led by Coach Trevor Ilordi in his 1st season as the starters being introduced right now. Hannah Hansen, a junior, wearing number 2. Callie Brown, number 10, a junior. Kira Marlowe, number 22, a junior. Maddie Ball, a senior, wearing number 24. And Recklin Hobbs, number 32, also a senior.
Kira Marlowe, a player that's been in the varsity program since her freshman year. She's one to watch. You know, she's a gal that can light them up really quick, and she's a tough load to handle down underneath as well. And of course, for South Fremont, you look at Taylor Singleton. She was in this program as well as a freshman. Split time between JV and varsity her freshman year. Her older sister was in the program at that time as well, and she's a very good athlete. She's a sprinter on the track team, a straight qualifier, good athlete, very hard to deal with as well.
Don't forget, you can get your shout-outs into us. Just email us, EIGN at IdahoSports.com. That's EIGN at IdahoSports.com. Includes your name, who you're cheering for, if you're an alumni of either school, and where you are watching from. Our officials for tonight's game, Randy Ivey and Brad Hadley.
You know, the first 4th seed game oftentimes doesn't get the amount of fans out that you see in the other games. There will be a lot of fans here tonight for that second game between Sugar and Teton.
People just getting off of work.
Yeah.
Well, we're underway here now from Madison Junior High School. The postseason is underway here on IdahoSports.com. The Shelley Russets in the home white uniforms with black numerals and trimmed down the side, driving inside for the Russets, and a wild shot was number 22, that's Kira Marlowe. Ball goes out of bounds after a couple of tips, and it goes back to South Fremont. The Cougars wearing their black uniforms with red numbers and white trim.
You know, this would be monumental if South Fremont could step up and pick up a victory here. And you remember the The Shelley team 2 years ago came into this undefeated, one of the top 2 ranked teams in the state, and got beat out in the district tournament. Didn't even get an opportunity for a play-in game.
Up top now for South Fremont is Milena Mize. Kicks it over far side to Singleton. Speth looking to go backdoor to Mize. Her short jumper in and out. Ball rebounded underneath, however, by Geisler, and she turns it over. Here comes Shelley. Marlowe with it. Lofts it up ahead now to Hansen. Her layup attempt is good. Hannah Hansen, first 2 points of the 3A District 6 tournament. And Shelley is on the board. 7 minutes exactly remaining.
Hansen's a player that will continue to get out every time they get on that break. Here she goes again. She's headed down. You notice she's clear out here by half court, just as the rebound is anticipated.
Thuisen missed a jumper inside the key. It'll now be Shelley basketball. Hobbs with it. Looking to get it to Marlowe. Instead kicks it far side to Maddie Ball. She drives baseline, 10-foot jumper. Too strong. Rebounded by Speth. Speth just a freshman. Ball poked away. She gets it back. Kicks it near side. Goes to Geisler. Around the horn. 3 ball on the way from Mize. Off the back iron. Offensive rebound to Singleton.
That is a shot that South Fremont will have open tonight. They will get those wing threes available to them.
Foul from behind here called against Hannah Hansen, reaching in against Thuisen. That'll be her first personal, first team foul. 6:18 to go here in the first.
You see Teton now entering the building, getting ready for as they play in the next game.
Speth, 16-footer, nothing but net. Nice looking shot from Harley Speth, who gets South Fremont on the board.
Hey, she might be a freshman, but as you watch her play, she is not afraid to take the shot. She is not shy.
Outside, another 16-footer on the way, this time by number 10, that's Callie Brown, She missed it. Up ahead now, on the way for South is Singleton, and they're going to reset here. Mize up top. Singleton for 3, short. Ball poked away. And the rebound to Hansen. Shelley trying to play a little bit up-tempo here, but South Fremont doing a good job getting back on defense.
Well, as we talked about earlier, Hansen's going to try to get out. Every single time there's a rebound, she's going to try to get out. That time, they had 2 people there to stop her.
Hansen's jumper is off, and here comes South Fremont. Down the left side, Geisler goes baseline, has the ball poked away. It'll be Cougar basketball on the baseline.
Lisa Thuisen in her 4th season with South Fremont, cheering her team on.
5:24 to go here in the first. Knotted up at 2. That jumper is well off the mark by Speth. And the rebound for Shelley. That ball hits number 32, Hobbs, in the back. Down the lane, the layup for Mize off the mark. Loose ball, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to South Fremont.
That'll be South Fremont. You know, one of the things that Shelley's got to be concerned about right now, that they're kind of lucky on, South Fremont's had a lot of great looks at the bucket. And that's something that, they're not hitting them right now, but as the game goes on, that's something that could be a little bit of an issue for Shelley defensively.
Inbounds, Speth, corner, Singleton, 3 ball, short. Another offensive rebound.
Followed her own shot. That's what coaches teach you to do.
Ball poked away underneath by Brecklin Hobbs. It stays with South Fremont. You mentioned the Cougars having lots of opportunities here early on to knock down those shots. Eventually, they're going to start falling. You would think.
That's right. They've had a handful of uncontested shots already.
The Cougars 0-6 in conference play, 4-16 overall on the year. Ball kicked out up top to Geisler. Her shot's off to the left side. Rebounded by Marlowe, who is fouled as she drives down the right sideline. Foul picked up by Singleton, her first personal.
You look at that 4-16 record, but you got to remember last year they didn't win a game, and so to come in and win 4 is a big deal for them. To be able to do that, don't let the records fool you. Lisa Thuisen knows the game of basketball very well. Sometimes it just takes time to turn a program around when they've struggled for several years.
Up top, Hansen, her pass, poked away. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to Shelley here. Good hustle by the Cougars here early on. I think I don't know if the Russets seem a little stunned here initially, it sure looks like South Fremont is really taking it to them.
They do. Right now, Shelley seems to be a step behind everything. Just a step behind it.
Driving inside for the Russ, it's Brown. Has that rejected away. Marlowe dumps it off to Hobbs. The kick out up top now to Hansen. Hansen to set up the offense. Back to Brown. Ball swung to the opposite side now to Ball. She drives inside, floats it up. Too strong. Rebounded inside by Martina Wilder, who just checked into the game here for the Cougars. And a foul here against Shelley, picking that up. Maddie Ball, her first personal. That's the second team foul here against the Russets.
Halfway through the first quarter, only 2 points on the board for each team. And it hasn't been for lack of shot opportunities.
Carly Parkinson, the sophomore, now checks in for the Cougars, replacing Milena Mize. Ball lofted far side, crossing half court to Geisler. And back up top to Parkinson to set up the offense. South Fremont doing their best to exploit the Shelley zone. Ball swung around the horn now to Parkinson. Her three ball, too strong. Big rebound underneath by Kira Marlowe.
Yeah.
Here she comes for the Russets. Crossing inside all the way to the rim, but lost it. Back the other way now for South Fremont is Geisler. Her layup is missed. Diving for the ball, loose ball everywhere, and a timeout called by Shelley. While we have the opportunity, we thank all of our local sponsors for tonight's game here on IdahoSports.com. Chandler Insurance Agency has been providing insurance solutions in southeastern Idaho for over 50 years. Their formula is simple. They treat their customers the way they would like to be treated. Because they are locally owned, decisions are made on what is best for their customers on the spot. To get the best service for all of your personal and health insurance needs, give them a call at 624-3721 or visit Chandler Insurance online at chandlerinsurance.us. Chandler Insurance would like to wish the South Fremont Cougars good luck in the district tournament. As well, locally owned and operated, the Hard Times Quick Stop has the groceries you need and the treats you want. You'll love their clean stores and friendly, helpful staff. If you're hungry, Hard Times Quick Stop has high-quality, large and personal pan pizzas available for grab and go, call ahead, or take and bake. With 3 convenient locations, 2 in Shelley and 1 in Firth, they are always there when you need them. The whole staff at Hard Times Quick Stop says good luck to the Russets in tonight's game.
You know, something to remember about this conference, they get a team and a half into state, and only 8 teams from each school size make it to the state tournament in the state of Idaho.
Shot from Ball comes up short. Rebounded underneath, however, by Brown, who also missed it. Third time the charm. Yes, it is for Shelley. That's Brecklin Hobbs. Gets the opportunity at an old school 3-point play.
Yeah, Shelley Thuason going after that.
In fact, I think they charged the foul to Martina Wilder. Her first.
Wow. That's an odd call. She looked to be 2 positions away. That's all right. The ref saw something we didn't. That's okay.
3-point play conversion attempt no good for Hobbs, but instead rebounded by Shelley. Hobbs gets it right back inside the key. Ball swung around. Here's Brown. Foot on the line. Long jumper is good.
Deep 2 from Callie Brown.
6-2 your score. Shelley with the lead. Ball skipped near side now to Wilder.
Well, and what you see now is those missed opportunities coming back to haunt South Fremont. You know, all the open looks they've had to start this ball game.
Singleton's 3 comes up shy of the rim. Out of bounds. Back to Shelley. Russ is trying to speed up the tempo here just a bit. Near side for the Russets is Brooke Wright, who just checked in.
Oh, Wilder didn't see she'd lost the ball, and it was hanging right at her heels.
Here's Wright. Near side, jumper. Brown comes up short, rebounded underneath by Shaylee Thuason. South Fremont up ahead again. Singleton drives baseline, goes up strong, and has it blocked by Kira Marlowe. Here come the Russets. Brown. Up ahead now to Ball.
Yeah, one of the things that South Fremont's trying to do by, I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. Foot on the line attempt, no good that time for Shelley. Looked like that was Brown, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to South Fremont.
Yeah, one of the things that Shelley's trying to do, or excuse me, the South is trying to do out there with that press, they're not necessarily trying to get a steal off of that press. Yeah, they're available in case there's a mistake made by the offense, but really what they're trying to do is slow this game down. They don't want to get in a running match with Shelley and let Shelley just really continue to push it down the court at will. And this helps slow the game down, makes it A little better look for them.
Inside, it counts, and the foul. Good passing by South Fremont as Shelley Thewison gets the hoop and the harm. Chance at an old-school three-point play coming up here. That foul picked up by Maddie Ball, who gets her second personal foul.
Thewison, coach's daughter, with an opportunity to pull it within one here. Low-scoring affair. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. 6-4.
Don't forget, IdahoSports.com is the exclusive internet broadcast provider of the IHSAA. We'll have all 132 state tournament games, both boys and girls, online for you here on IdahoSports.com game streams, brought to you by the United Dairymen of Idaho, as Thewison converts the three-point play and draws South Fremont within one.
We got some neat endorsements coming up here. It'll be ready for the state tournament from some people that you'll recognize as time goes on.
Holly Dooley, who just checked into the game, nails the tray from downtown and increases the Shelley lead back to 4.
Holly actually started in this program last year, comes off the bench this year, and got a good amount of playing time as a sophomore as well.
Jumper from Thewison was no good at the opposite end. Here's another three ball on the way for the Russets. That one too strong for Brooke Wright. Ball out of bounds and goes to South Fremont. Coach Thewison down there looked like she's about to have a heart attack. One of the official didn't quite say which way it was going. He said it, but he didn't point it.
Because I think Thewison looked at that and said, "That's an easy call."
Yeah. Coming back the other way, however, South Fremont turns the ball over. It'll be Russet basketball here on the near sideline.
Two very good veteran officials tonight. Refed a lot of state tournament games as well.
Brad Hadley headed to the state tournament too. He's doing boys this year, if I remember right. Driving inside, and a foul was Brecklin Hobbs. A blocking foul. It'll be Shelley Ball on the baseline. Picking that one up for South Fremont is Shelley Thewison, her first. Third team foul now against the Cougars. Inside, shot partially blocked. Dooley had it rejected, and here comes Singleton back the other way. Singleton down the lane! No basket, an offensive foul.
Yeah, pushed off with the right hand.
Singleton now picks up her second. Checking back in is Harley Speth, the freshman. She'll replace Shelley Thewison, who sits with one foul.
Boy, too bad for Singleton, too. It was a great move.
Ball near side now to Wright. And back up top to Callie Brown. Inside 1 minute here in the first quarter. Ball swung around the horn. Brown, 17-footer is good. Shelley 11, South Fremont 5, and a blocking foul here against Shea Wright, the junior. That'll be her first. Team foul number 4 with 45.9 seconds remaining here in the opener.
Not sure if Shea and Brooke are sisters, but they are Wrights.
They're twins. Okay, there
twins.
We go. Well, we both looked over at the at the Shelley filmer to see. Is that true? Yeah. Should have asked beforehand. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Makes it. We're not close enough to see the faces from here.
Underneath the hoop, Caitlin Moon, who just checked in, kicks it back out now to Mize. Free throw line jumper is good for Mikkel Geisler. 11-7 your score. Down to 21 seconds left. Callie Brown. Slips it far side, back over now to Dooley, who swings it back up top. Good ball moving around the arc. Dooley's three. They're going to say no shot. 3 in the key will be called here against Brecklin Hobbs.
Yeah, Brecklin never left the key the entire trip down. I was watching that and wondering when they were going to call it. Finally did.
Pass lofted up ahead and too high for Singleton. That goes out of bounds. She did touch it, however, right around the center stripe. It'll be Shelley basketball on the South Fremont side of the court.
You know, that's a tough pass right there. You end up with a soccer pass there is what you end up with. And really, Singleton has the room to go ahead and come up on that.
Long jumper by Brooke Wright. Can't draw iron. It goes out of bounds with 3.2 seconds remaining. South Fremont basketball. Inbounding now is Speth. Ball poked away. Stays with South Fremont. Speth again to inbounds, looking to get it to Mize. Does so now. Tries to loft it up ahead, and that will end the first quarter. 11-7 your score. Shelley out in front. We thank our local sponsors here on IdahoSports.com. Burt Flam Mortuary in St. Anthony. They understand how difficult it can be when your family experiences a loss. Their professional and dedicated staff will walk you through every step of the process, helping you create a unique service that best fits your values and needs. Give them a call at 624-7351. Burt Flam Mortuary is a proud supporter of South Fremont Athletics. As well, Porterhouse, Inc., located on State Street. Porterhouse has over 18 years of experience in consulting, occupational, and industrial safety training and professional development in the private and government sectors. Through the Shelley Adult Training Academy, Porterhouse also offers adult education courses geared towards reentry and advancement in today's workforce. For excellent service at a fair price, call them at 522-4336 or visit them online at porterhouseinc.com. Porterhouse is a proud supporter of Shelley Athletics and Go Russets. And, of course, Beehive Federal Credit Union. If you're thinking of building a home anytime this year, now is the time to secure financing at Beehive Federal Credit Union. Beehive is the #1 mortgage lender in Madison County, and their main goal is to save you money. With competitive rates and qualified loan officers, call Beehive today at 656-1000 to speak with a loan officer and get your construction loan now. Visit beehive.org/loans. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 712470. Thoughts from that first quarter, Lance?
Obviously a slow start for both teams as they got going, but not for a lack of opportunities. Right now, South Fremont just down by 4 to a team that blew them out twice this year. But you know what? They're getting the shots. They're getting the looks to have an opportunity to stay in this ball game.
South Fremont stays in the 2-3 zone. Wild shot that time. No good for Shelley. They get the offensive rebound, however. Brooke Wright's three-point attempt is off the mark. Here come the Cougars. It's a 3-on-2.
South Fremont crashing the boards.
Singleton inside. Strong move to the hoop, and she gets the bucket for 2.
Taylor Singleton has the ability to make a big difference in this game.
Back the other way, the Shelley Russets. Ball to the near side now to Shea Wright. Up top. Good ball movement now by Shelley. Far side, Wright.
Good rotation defensively by South Fremont.
Moving the ball around the arc. Hobbs inside. Trap, steps through it. Too strong on the shot. And a foul here against Shelley.
Looks like that's probably going to go on Hobbs.
Indeed it does. Hobbs now with her first. That's team foul number 5 for the Russets. Is checking in. We have Hannah Hansen, also number 22, Kira Marlowe. Also into the game now, Jackie Wilson replacing Brecklin Hobbs.
Wilson just a junior. She'll be back next year. Very tall team is Shelley. A lot of tall players on this team. They're not going to be hurting for posts over the next few years.
You know, and that seems to be a luxury, especially in today's game where you see a lot more forwards trying to play the guard position.
Yeah.
Trying to go up to the outside. You know, those posts underneath are at a premium.
Yeah, they are. And you know, of course, high school, you got to go with that hand that you've been dealt, you know, and you go through tall years and you go through short years. Yep. Even your big high schools will go through that. You know, we've talked about that numerous times with Skyline. 5A school, very good team this year. They don't play a player over 6'3" on that entire team. For 5A, that is not a very tall team.
Inside, Thuisen, the kick out to Mize for 3, in and out.
Another one of those looks for South Fremont.
Shelley might have gotten away with a travel. It doesn't matter regardless, however, because Shea Wright missed the layup, and a foul now against the Russets.
I think that is going to be on Wright as well. Yeah, it is.
Wright picks up her second.
Missed the shot and then turned and committed the Cardinal.
The foul.
The Cardinal rule break. It's like throwing the ball away and then turning foul on the guy that picked it off from you.
Mize passed it up ahead to Singleton, who stepped on the far sideline. And it'll be Shelley basketball.
Well, the official had one of two things he could have called there, out of bounds or travel. One or the other. She'd hopped on that left foot.
Back up top now for the Russets. Ball swung far side to Marlowe. Wilson, Wright with it. Now the kick out to Marlowe, off the mark. Rebounded by Hobbs. Stolen away now by Shelley. Easy layup attempt for the Russets. Shea Wright, she missed it. Another rebound, no good. And the Russets control again. Inside, here's Marlowe. She got it. Marlowe's first 2 points of the game. Shelley 13, South Fremont 9.
Well, you get that many offensive rebounds, you're going to score eventually.
Thuisen, kick out to Mize. Driving inside. Singleton now. Back to Mize. She goes baseline. Has her pass picked off, however, by Dooley.
Got in the air and really had nowhere to go with it.
And a foul here against South Fremont. Speth will pick that one up, her first.
As I look at the roster here, one of the things I noticed right off the bat about South Fremont is how young of a team they are. So they're going to return a lot of these players next year.
Checking in is Brecklin Hobbs, looks like, once again. Also onto the floor for South Fremont. Looks like it's Carly Parkinson back into the game. Dooley lost the basketball, somehow got it to Wilson. Marlowe outside. Swung back near side to Dooley. Driving inside, hard drive to the hoop is Hansen. Gets the bucket to go for 2. 15-9, Shelley with the lead. Ball lofted up ahead. Thewison, kick back out to Geisler for 3. No, foot on the line, give it to her for 2. Finally, one of the outside shots for South Fremont drops.
We talk about how young South Fremont is. They start just 2 seniors, and there's only 2 other seniors on the team, and they don't get a lot of significant playing time.
Shot inside by Wilson was rejected by the Cougars. Ball poked away and stays with South Fremont far sideline. As 2 substitutions check in now. Caitlin Moon and also number 10, Callie Brown for Shelley. 15-11 your score, 4:42 remaining here in the second. This is East Idaho Game Night, presented by Local News 8 Sportsline, idahosports.com, and Z103. Driving inside, Geisler. Back in the corner. And swung back around the horn, back to Geisler once again.
You got Marlowe out guarding Singleton, making it tough for Singleton to shoot a 3-pointer.
Cross-court pass way too high for South Fremont's Moon. That goes out of bounds, back to Shelley.
Still just a 4-point ball game, Matt. As you look at this, halfway through the second quarter.
Inside, Wilson, backdoor pass to Hobbs, missed the layup. Lots of inside shots here, missed by the Russets.
That's 3 this quarter.
Singleton saves it in bounds, goes straight to Parkinson. Back across the way to Singleton. And South Fremont resets the offense. To Thewison and stolen away by Hansen. Hansen down the left side all the way, fouled on the way up. She'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Getting that one for South Fremont is Shelley Thewison. She picks up her second, team foul number 6. So to the stripe now will be Hannah Hansen, the junior, for Shelley to shoot 2.
Well, that pass down here was an awfully tough pass to make. When there's a defender there making a 1-foot pass, it's very, very difficult to not get that stolen.
Checking into the ball game now is Maddie Ball, the senior. Second shot is good.
Matches the biggest lead of the game, 6.
Ball lofted up ahead. Tried to be saved in bounds, and South Fremont can't quite get to it. It'll be Shelley basketball.
Right now, South Fremont really struggling with some of those passes out there, getting away from them. They're having to save a lot of those down by the baseline and sideline. Makes it tough if you can't keep control of the ball.
17-11 your score. Inside, Hobbs. First shot, got it, plus the foul. That foul gets picked up by South Fremont's Mikkel Geisler, her first personal. That sends Hobbs to the stripe here to shoot the 3-point play attempt conversion. Got it. I don't think that sentence made sense, Lance, but I did it anyways.
Well, she had missed her first attempt that she had of that because her other bucket that she had was a 2+1, and she missed the free throw on that one, got this one in.
Timeout called by South Fremont. We'll be back after this here on idahosports.com.
River Valley Dental Care is a proud supporter of the Shelley Russets. Serving the Shelley Firth area with over 45 years of experience, Doctors Bryce Hansen and Stephen Nielsen combine artistry and expertise to create the smile you desire. They offer the latest in technology, including CEREC, same-day crowns, and digital x-rays. Mention this ad and receive a free professional bleaching kit while supplies last. If you're without insurance, join their Shelley Smiles Loyalty Club and receive up to 50% off selected treatments. River Valley Dental Care, 371 West 1st Street in Shelley.
Welcome back to Madison Junior High School here on idahosports.com. Game streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. 3:29 remaining here in the second. 22-11 your score. South Fremont trailing Shelley by 9. Near side, Geisler. All swung around the horn. Singleton inside now to Hobbs. Drives the right side of the key. Layup. Partially blocked, and here comes Shelley. Back the other way. Marlowe nearly lost it.
You know, Speth, we talked about her, just a freshman, not afraid to take it amongst the trees.
Inside, Hansen shot is partially blocked.
That's their 5th point-blank layup missed in the second quarter.
That's Geisler back the other way. Spins up top. Shelley in a 3-2 zone. Speth swung around the horn. Singleton for 3. Can't bank it in. Ball's loose. South Fremont comes away with it. Good hustle by Parkinson.
Great pass.
And the jumper is good for Geisler. She now has 6. 2:22 remaining here in the second.
Great pass down low by Parkinson. Good awareness, had 2 players to go to. And I'm not quite sure who it was to. I know who ended up with it.
Inside layup blocked from behind again. Marlowe had it knocked away. Outside shot no good for Brown. Another rebound underneath for Hobbs. And back to Hansen.
Boy, Brecklin Hobbs, very, very tall, hard to deal with down underneath.
Another layup missed inside by Maddie Ball. It's not going Shelley's way thus far here in the first half as we're down to 1:52 remaining. Speth drives inside. Jumper, no good. And rebounded by Ball.
Singleton was awfully lucky not to get a foul called on that.
Shelley gets one to go down finally. Kira Marlowe on the fast break. And a steal inside. Missing the layup, however, was Callie Brown.
Only Marlowe's second bucket of the ball game. She has guard dribbling skills.
And an official's timeout is what's going to be the call here, as the official thought that South Fremont was calling for timeout. Instead, we're just going to have an inadvertent whistle. It'll be South Fremont basketball. Point of interruption.
This will get the sophomore Bailey Bean into the game for Shelley. And I believe that was Kelsey Clark, a junior, that checked in for South Fremont. It is. Down being guarded by Hobbs on the post.
Jumper outside. That's way off. Looked like it was blocked partially, I believe.
Yeah, it did look like it. For a sec, from our angle, it looked like it might be headed towards the hoop off the block. Wouldn't be the first time either one of us have seen one of those go in. Hang around this game enough, you've seen a lot of good shots.
Speth double dribbled the basketball. It'll be Shelley Ball right on the baseline with $1:17 remaining here in the second quarter.
I was a little surprised there with Speth. She actually dribbled into a nice opening, and I thought she might pull up for the jumper there. Just wasn't able to do it.
Right side. Ball movement by Shelley was good. They lost it for a second, however, but South Fremont disrupted the passing. It'll be Russett's basketball underneath. Bailey Bean to throw it in now for Shelley. Up top to Hansen. And a foul underneath. Off the pass, it looked like.
That's going to be on Singleton, her third.
So 3 fouls here against Taylor Singleton.
That is not a player that South Fremont can afford to get in foul trouble.
And they're going to put Hansen to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 and bring in Martina Wilder, the freshman, to replace Singleton.
The freshmen this year for South Fremont got quite a bit of playing time. All of them that are in the program played at least JV because they did not have a freshman basketball team for their girls this year.
Shot from Hansen was no good. She tracked down her own board, however. It turns into 2 points anyways for the Russets, however, as Brown gets the 2 points. It gets the short jumper down inside the key, however. And a steal now by Shelley. Hansen with it, looks to go all the way. The layup is good. 8 points now for Brown, and Shelley starting to take control here late in the second quarter. They've doubled up the Cougars 26-13. Inside, running floater, gets the bounce. Milena Mize, her first 2 points of the ball game. Down to 21 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, and we've seen now how Shelley really likes to get out. They started a little slower, but now they got out.
Kira Marlowe, her free throw line jumper. She's had a good quarter. 6 points here overall. Down to 7 seconds left. Speth over now to Wilder. Got it. And that will end the first half of play. 28-17 your score. We'll be back after this messages here on IdahoSports.com. Game streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho.
I am extremely proud to be a dairyman. I always wanted to be involved on a dairy with my grandpa and my dad, and it's always been a dream of mine. I eat the same yogurt you eat, the same milk consumers drink. I feed my kids as well, and it's just as important to me to put a good product on that table, knowing it came from a good community of dairymen that work hard. We do everything we possibly can to make sure it's a quality product.
Oh, you caught me in a good mood. I finally got my dream team. Agri-Service now carries the Rogator 700. It's easy to maneuver with 165 horsepower, great fuel economy, and the smart drive system. Pair that with the bad boy tractors, my Massey Ferguson 8600 series, and I got power, comfort, technology, and pure performance that no other tractor can match. You want more information? You go to agri-service.com or visit one of their 10 locations near you.
This is my classroom. This is my laboratory. These are my school supplies. This is my study group. And this is my career. North Idaho College. Start here, go anywhere.
Hey, where are you going? You can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am a king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Hey, common sense.
Whoa. Why so slow?
Got internet from the phone company?
And the more things we turn on, the slower everything goes.
No, DSL might have been okay in the past, but not anymore. The more tablets, laptops, and smartphones you have, the more you need the speed of Cable One high-speed internet.
Yeah, I think we've reached a new low and slow.
Yeah. Cable One, it's just common sense.
Congrats. Proud of you. Congratulations. Nice job. 4 out of 5 Idaho adults choose to live life tobacco-free. Way to go, Idaho.
Visit projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Good morning, Grinstitute team. What do we got?
We're eliminating surprise costs by avoiding jargon between our plans, dentists, and patients.
Lovely. Martinez, go.
Ease of access. Telephone answer rates down to 12 seconds.
Thomas?
We're getting Idaho's kids psyched for their very first dental visit. Meet the Grinbot. Maybe I'll keep working on that.
Keep perfecting. Partners in lifelong dental care. We're there.
Well, your child is almost ready for driving in the big league, and that means you're ready for us. Contact a friendly agent today, and we'll show you the kind of service, support, and discounts you'll tell a friend about. Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Idaho. We know Idaho. We grew up here.
The new Key Pledge. It's what sets St. Anthony Motors apart.
I pledge to get your vehicle back on the road as quickly as possible if you have a problem.
I pledge to have the part you need in stock or to locate it and have it here fast.
I pledge to keep oil changes and scheduled maintenance no hassle for you.
I pledge to work on your car as if it were my own.
I pledge to treat your car right.
Come to St. Anthony Motors, home of the new Key Pledge, a quick 10 miles north of Rexburg.
Mario and Buddy here. Let's take a look at all the advantages of a Volkswagen. These Volkswagens are engineered for the Autobahn. From compacts like the sporty Beetle or the award-winning Golf to sedans like the Jetta and Passat or Tiguan and Touareg SUVs, they're state-of-the-art in all categories: safety, fuel efficiency, performance, and technology. See one for yourself at the new Teton Volkswagen, Highway 15 and Sunnyside Road in Idaho Falls.
River Valley Dental Care is a proud supporter of the Shelley Russets. Serving the Shelley-Firth area with over 45 years of experience, Doctors Bryce Hansen and Stephen Nielsen combine artistry and expertise to create the smile you desire. They offer the latest in technology, including CEREC, same-day crowns, and digital x-rays. Mention this ad and receive a free professional bleaching kit while supplies last. If you're without insurance, join their Shelley Smiles Loyalty Club and receive up to 50% off selected treatments. River Valley Dental Care, 371 West 1st Street in Shelley.
Hi, Mario and Buddy at Teton Volkswagen. We have a great selection of Volkswagen compacts, sedans, SUVs, and classic Beetles. At Teton, you'll find vehicles with a host of state-of-the-art features that'll turn heads. Stop in and get all the information you need, meet our no-hassle sales team, finish your research with a test drive, and thanks again from me, Buddy, and all the folks at the new Teton Volkswagen, Highway 15 and Sunnyside Road in Idaho Falls.
The new Key Pledge. It's what sets St. Anthony Motors apart, providing you with the best prices and service. The St. Anthony Motors team pledge to serve and help you in making your new vehicle purchase.
I pledge to have your best interest at heart.
I pledge to treat you like family.
I pledge to make your experience with St. Anthony Motors the best you have ever had.
I pledge. I pledge.
I pledge.
Come to St. Anthony Motors, home of the new Key Pledge, a quick 10 miles north of Rexburg.
Hey, it's Jeff Landers from Local News 8. Thank you very much for watching this broadcast on idahosports.com, and be sure to tune in to Local News 8 tonight at 10:35 for your highlights. Now, back to the game.
You're watching East Idaho Game Night. The Shelley Russets versus the South Fremont Cougars. Live on idahosports.com game streams. Presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho.
Welcome back to Madison Junior High School here on idahosports.com. Game streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. Your halftime score, the Shelley Russets 28, the South Fremont Cougars 17. With Kyle Taylor and Lance Taylor, I'm Matt Harris here to bring you coverage of tonight's game. Some quick thoughts from that first half.
Well, you know, fairly tight at the end of the first quarter. One of the things we talked about was the press that South Fremont had put on early on to kind of slow the game down a bit. But in the second quarter, they just weren't putting points in, didn't have the opportunity to press, and so really what you saw is Shelley's running game take over and start commanding the game.
Let's go over our scoring summary for the first half. First for South Fremont, they were led by Mikkel Geisler with 6 points. Shaylee Thewison had 3. Taylor Singleton, Milena Mize, Martina Wilder, Harley Speth all had 2 points apiece for the Cougars. As for Shelley, they were led by Callie Brown with 8 points, Kira Marlowe with 6, Hannah Hansen also with 6, Holly Dooley with 3, and Brecklin Hobbs with 5 points to round out the scoring. Beginning of the second half now, what does South Fremont have to do to get back into this game?
Well, if South Fremont wants to get back into this game, they have got to get Taylor Singleton involved in the offense. Taylor Singleton cannot have 2 points each half, and South Fremont expect to win a ball game.
And for Shelley to stay out in front.
They're just going to have to continue doing what they did in the second quarter. They got to continue to push the ball. They push it up through Hansen. Hansen gets down the floor. Makes it awfully tough defensively for South Fremont.
And again, we thank our local sponsors for today's game, including Local News 8 Sportsline, Z103, Beehive Federal Credit Union, River Valley Dental Care, Porterhouse Inc., Hard Times Quick Stop, Teton Toyota, St. Anthony Motors, Chandler Insurance, and Burt Flam Mortuary. Beginning of the third quarter now.
You know, one of the things talking about Taylor Singleton is she was too content to sit out and shoot those long three-pointers. The only one she made was one that was short.
South Fremont had the basketball to begin the half, and immediately they turned it over, and Shelley makes them pay. Callie Brown with the steal and the hoop. 10 points for Brown. Singleton. Lewison, elbow jumper. Can't get the bounce. Rebounded by Marlowe. Here comes Shelley again. Hansen, short corner. Back inside, Marlowe. Turnaround, Jay is good. Marlowe with 8.
Very solid ball player. And I can tell you, I can guarantee one of the things that Trevor Elordi talked to his team about at halftime was we are not going to give the offensive boards up in the second half that we gave up in the first half.
Singleton was open for 3 and said kicks it out on the outside to Geisler, and her jumper is off the mark. Here comes Shelley again. Ball up ahead. Missed the layup. Gets her own rebound. Missed the second one. Third attempt, partially blocked. Ball again with another offensive rebound. Missed it again. And this time, Hobbs comes away with the board. Here's Hansen from the corner for 3. That's off the mark. And ball is rebounded by South Fremont. Here comes Mize back the other way.
South Fremont fans wanted 3 seconds in there, but they got to realize that starts over every time a shot's taken.
And a foul. This one will be called here against Shelley's Callie Brown, her first team foul of the second half. It'll be South Fremont basketball on the far sideline. Don't forget you can get your shout-outs into us. Just email us, EIGN@idahosports.com. That's EIGN@idahosports.com. Mize for 3 off the mark.
This tournament is a double loss elimination. Winners tonight will play each other on Thursday. Losers will play each other on Thursday in an elimination game.
Hannah Hansen missed the shot inside. Gets the ball back out on the three-point arc. Decides to set up the offense. Elbow jumper for Ball is good. Shelley has come out firing here in the third.
You know, I'd like to see Maddie Ball get more involved in their offense because she is a player. She's got a nice stroke, as you could see right there.
And a foul was just called here against Shelley. That's going to go against Callie Brown. A little too aggressive on the offense. On the defense. The pressure. 30-second timeout here called by South Fremont. Again, we thank our local sponsors on idahosports.com. Chandler Agency has been providing insurance solutions in southeastern Idaho for over 50 years. Their formula is simple. They treat their customers the way they would like to be treated. Because they are locally owned, decisions are made there on what is best for their customers. To get the best service for all of your personal and health insurance needs, give them a call at 624-3721 or visit Chandler Insurance online at chandlerinsurance.us. Chandler Insurance would like to wish the South Fremont Cougars good luck in tonight's game. Shelley has again doubled up South Fremont 34-17, 6:10 remaining here in the third.
Good conference game. Speaking of South Fremont, coming up this Friday.
Oh, yeah. We will be there for that.
idahosports.com. South Fremont's men travel to Sugar Salem. We saw that game last week. Everything we expected it to be, and we expect another game just like it, Matt.
That was a fun time last week.
Two years in a row. We can't get enough of that kind of game.
I pretty much made it for sure that we got to go to that game every single time. Every chance we get, especially the district tournament.
You know, last year South Fremont won it. This year, Sugar won it up there. But I'll tell you, fans got more than their money's worth on that game.
Singleton outside on the arc. Bad pass stolen away now by Marlowe. She goes all the way up. The foul, it counts. She'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. The wheel's starting to fall off here for South Fremont. Singleton picks up the foul, her 4th.
Well, and Marlowe again, you're talking a post player with guard skills, can get down the floor and can do it fast.
Check that. The foul was against Harley Speth, her 2nd. I saw the quick 5 go up. I didn't see the other 5 go up for Harley Speth on her number.
I didn't either.
Free throw's no good.
I get used to the college calls with
That's right.
Two hands instead of one. A lot of high school officials will do it with two hands. It's a little breach in etiquette for high school, but
I think they've actually come down and said try to use the high school mechanics if possible. Singleton open for three, off the mark. That's going to go out of bounds. As Geisler tried to save it, it'll be Shelley basketball.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see every once in a while you can tell a high school ref that does some college ball too, because they call a chuck, which isn't a call for high school, or it's not a way to show your call for high school for a push. A lot of them will use a chuck motion for a push.
Ball skips it up ahead now to Marlowe. 15-footer, too strong. Ball's loose. Coming down with it is Parkinson here for South Fremont. Ball up ahead to Singleton. The layup can't get it down. Ball's loose again. Hansen comes away with the rebound.
It was a great pass over by Geisler. Couldn't convert on the layup.
Driving inside. Blocked on the shot attempt was Marlowe. And coming away with the basketball, however, was Thuisen. Stolen away immediately, however, and another foul underneath. Let's see who this goes against. This will go against Hansen with a push from behind. So Hansen picks up her second personal foul for Shelley, third team foul.
Yeah, I just have to say as a former official, that was a great no call. Underneath on that layup. I love that no call. The player goes into him. Defender stood. It wasn't you know what I'm saying? The ball ended up in Shelley's hands anyway. I just thought that was a great no call underneath.
Kick out, Speth. Corner three on the way for Christensen. That's off the mark. Christensen tracks down her own board. Ball's poked out of bounds. It stays with South Fremont. Christensen in their last matchup only had 1 point in the ball game on January the 24th at Shelley when the Russets defeated the South Fremont Cougars 59-28. Leading scorer in that game was Milena Mize, who had 6 points in the ball game. Here's a three-pointer on the way now. That's too strong for Parkinson. Here comes Shelley back the other way. Hansen for the Russets. Hansen drives inside. Stops inside the key, now clears. Hard charging shot that time by Maddie Ball. Gets it to go down. She has 4 points, all of them coming here in the quarter. 38-17. Shelley out in front. High arcing jumper for Christensen, and she knocks it down. Marlowe up ahead. Back now to Ball. Driving inside, Hobbs. Kind of a turnaround, hesitation jumper.
Good defense by Thuisen underneath. Stay on the ground, keep those hands up.
And Christensen did a good job corralling the board, but did not find the outlet pass. That goes out of bounds. And South Fremont turns the ball over. Shelley gets it back.
That's 3 different occasions tonight that has happened to South Fremont. Right now, they're having some self-destruction problems. I mean, as good as Shelley is playing right now, part of South Fremont is due to their own mistakes.
Lofted backdoor pass. Hansen underneath the hoop. Fouled. Bucket went. They're going to say no. The foul was before the shot. That was a good finish in traffic, however. That foul picked up by Thuisen. She gets her third. Team foul number 2. Shelley basketball on the baseline. Brown looking to set it up here for the Russets. Hansen open for 3. Comes up well short. Saved in bounds, however, by Ball. That pass is tipped. Ball somehow able to corral it. Oh, nice backdoor pass to Hansen. Great job by the Russets. Hansen gets the bucket. She now has 8, and Shelley firmly in control at 40-19.
Her first points in the second half. And I want to say something about Ball, Maddie Ball. She's only got 4 points in the scoring column, but I tell you what, she has been everywhere defensively. She has had a heck of a ball game. Very well rounded.
Parkinson driving right side, poked away. Ball can't keep control. It'll be Cougar basketball on the far side as substitutions check in. Harley Speth along with Shea Wright and also Brooke Wright.
That couldn't have been timed any better with the comment, just talking about what she's done defensively, and then she ends up chasing the ball that she tipped away. Maddie Ball's had a fantastic game.
She heard you and knew that she had to make a play at that moment, right? Outside, Geisler.
Good pass.
Pass inside to Christensen. Too strong on the shot. Here comes Hobbs the other way.
Yeah, I don't think that's what Coach Alordi wants.
Yeah.
Is Hobbs puts the ball up the sideline. You got to guard. Get it back to him.
Ball gets it now to Hobbs. Poked away momentarily. Loose ball, and Shelley comes up with it. And a foul on a push there by Parkinson. She gets her first. That's the third team foul now here against the Cougars. 2:28 remaining here in the third. 40-19 your score.
So do you have Taylor Singleton for 4 or for 3?
I've got her for 2.
Okay. And I've got her for 3 because I took that fourth one off when we were mistaken on that one. Harley Speth had picked that up.
Speth to the front court and carried it.
I got to quit mentioning people's names. Every time I mention their name, something happens.
Yeah.
Either for good or bad.
Checking in now for Shelley is Holly Dooley, the senior. Replacing Kira Marlowe, also a senior.
We're just seeing Dooley for the first time here in the second half. I'm a little surprised that it took this long to get her in, because she can get out and run, and as much as they've been able to do.
Although during that time, Shelley has certainly had a good run here in this third quarter.
They have, but you almost think out of exhaustion for some of their players on the floor that you would have seen her a little bit sooner.
Maddie Ball drove inside and was fouled on the shot attempt. She'll head to the free throw line here to shoot 2. That foul picked up by Geisler, her second. 4th team foul against South Fremont, putting Maddie Ball to the free throw stripe here to shoot 2. First shot, no good.
You know, free throws are obviously not going to be a huge factor in this game, but still as a coach, you look at those and you say, guys, we got to hit them. We got to hit them in the games where we're blowing people out. We got to hit them in the games that are tight.
1 of 2 from the free throw line for Ball. She now has 5 points all here in the third quarter. Here comes South Fremont back the other way. Moon driving inside. Kick out. Geisler. Jumper. Can't get the bucket. Hobbs the rebound. And outlets it now to Wright.
Geisler's shot did everything but stay in the hole.
Lopped it up ahead. Dooley, short corner jumper is good. Holly Dooley. Dooley now with 5, and a timeout called here by South Fremont. It'll be a full timeout. We'd like to thank our local sponsors here on IdahoSports.com once again. The Hard Times Quick Stop, locally owned and operated. The Hard Times Quick Stop has the groceries you need and the treats you want. You'll love their clean stores and their friendly, helpful staff. If you're hungry, Hard Times Quick Stop has high-quality large and personal pan pizzas available for grab-and-go, call-ahead, or take-and-bake. With 3 convenient locations, 2 in Shelley and 1 in Firth, they are always there when you need them. The whole staff of the Hard Times Quick Stop says good luck to the Russets in tonight's game. And Burt Flam Mortuary in St. Anthony. They understand how difficult it can be when your family experiences a loss. Their professional and dedicated staff will walk you through every step of the process, helping you create a unique service that best fits your values and needs. Give them a call at 624-7351. Burt Flam Mortuary is a proud supporter of South Fremont Athletics. I just saw James Bolin walk into the building, one of our IdahoSports.com producers and the commissioner of District 6 officials.
And he is back officiating now.
Yeah, he's doing 1A games. He won't be going to state.
Yeah.
But
well, he actually did the Sugar Shelley girls game last Saturday. Yeah.
Okay, good for him.
Yep.
As well, located on State
Friday.
Street, Porterhouse Inc. has over 18 years of experience in consulting, occupational and industrial safety training, and professional development in the private and government sectors. Through the Shelley Adult Training Academy, Porterhouse Inc. also offers adult education courses geared towards re-entry and advancement in today's workforce. For excellent service at a fair price, call them at 522-4336 or visit them online at porterhouseinc.com. Porterhouse is a proud supporter of Shelley Athletics. We appreciate all of our sponsors here on Idaho Sports.
Looks like in Division I basketball tonight, Kentucky's going to remain unbeaten.
Jumper good for Harley Speth. She gets the bucket to go down for 2.
You know, Speth was one of those in the first quarter, had a lot of open looks. Just wasn't able to put them in. Only had 2 points in the first half.
Backdoor pass, Dooley to Hobbs. The pump fake. Tried to kick it out. That's going to go. No, it's saved in bounds. Good effort by Shelley's Shea Wright. Wright again open for 3 in the corner. Off the mark. Rebounded by Speth. And here comes Shelley. Or excuse me, South Fremont. Beg your pardon. Up ahead, Christensen. Tries to pass it over near side to Singleton. That goes out of bounds. Back to the Shelley Russets.
She needed that pass over there about 2 seconds before. Didn't quite happen.
Right side. Dooley.
Just 1 3-pointer in this game. Came from Dooley in the first half. Nobody else for either team has been able to sink one.
Dooley in the paint. Missed it. Battle for the basketball. Corralled by Shelley. We're going to have a timeout called here by the Russets to maintain the possession. 31.9 seconds remaining in the third. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after these messages here on Idaho Sports.
River Valley Dental Care is a proud supporter of the Shelley Russets. Serving the Shelley Firth area with over 45 years of experience, Doctors Bryce Hansen and Stephen Nielsen combine artistry and expertise to create the smile you desire. They offer the latest in technology, including CEREC, same-day crowns, and digital x-rays. Mention this ad and receive a free professional bleaching kit while supplies last. If you're without insurance, join their Shelley Smiles Loyalty Club and receive up to 50% off selected treatments. River Valley Dental Care, 371 West 1st Street in Shelley.
IdahoSports.com is Idaho's online leader in high school sports information and your exclusive home for state tournament online internet webcasts. We'll have all 132 state tournament games, boys and girls, live for you from the Treasure Valley coming up in a couple of weeks. That's going to be a fun time.
That will be a fun time. Always is a fun time as everybody meets in the Treasure Valley to do it.
Inbounds now for Shelley. Corner. Shea Wright for three. Can't get it down. Ball's loose. Wilson battling for it. Gets her own rebound. Missed it badly. Shelley another rebound. Dooley in the corner. Gets it now to Wilson. Kick out to Hobbs. Jumper on the way. Can't get it down is Brooke Wright for Shelley. And a foul here against the Russets.
That'll be against Dooley. That's her first.
Team foul number 4 here against the Russets. Down to 9.1 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Right side. Christensen down to 4. Back up top now. Singleton. They're not going to get a shot off. I don't think they were aware of the clock. 43-21 your score at the end of the third. We'll be back after these messages here on IdahoSports.com.
The new Key Pledge. It's what sets St. Anthony Motors apart. Providing you with the best prices and service. The St. Anthony Motors team pledged to serve and help you in making your new vehicle purchase.
I pledge to have your best interest at heart.
I pledge to treat you like family.
I pledge to make your experience with St. Anthony Motors the best you have ever had.
I pledge. I pledge.
I pledge.
Come to St. Anthony Motors, home of the new Key Pledge, a quick 10 miles north of Rexburg.
You're watching East Idaho Game Night. The Shelley Russets versus the South Fremont Cougars. Live on IdahoSports.com game streams. Presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho.
Welcome back to Madison Junior High School here on IdahoSports.com game streams. If you're thinking of building a home anytime this year, now is the time to secure financing at Beehive Federal Credit Union. Beehive is the #1 mortgage lender in Madison County, and their main goal is to save you money. Call Beehive at 656-1000 to speak with a loan officer and get your construction loan now. Visit beehive.org/loans. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 712470. Russets with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. Dooley, the hoop and the harm. A chance for a three-point play at the foul line.
So this will answer our question of how many fouls. Okay, this is her fourth.
Yeah, it was Harley Speth that picked up that other one the other time down. It was Singleton gets her fourth there, and now a chance here for Dooley to extend the lead. Misses the free throw, but Hobbs tracks down the rebound. Nope, goes out of bounds. We're going to say it goes back to South Fremont. Starting to fill in here just a little bit at Madison Junior High. Bringing the ball up the floor here for the Cougars is Parkinson. Kicks it far side to Christensen. Lofted inside to Thuisen. Had it ripped away and a jump ball. South Fremont will get it on the baseline. 45-21 your score. Of course, coming up after this game will be game number 2. The 3A Girls Mountain Rivers Conference District 6 basketball tournament between Sugar Salem and Teton. Ball poked away, and catching it out of bounds was Parkinson off the tip on the inbounds, and that goes out of bounds and back to Shelley.
Brecklin Hobbs did a great job defensively, just tipping it back with the Bill Russell block.
Yep. Dooley eludes the defender to the front court. Up ahead now to Wright. Wright, and a foul here picked up by Parkinson. Little too close on the defense. That's her second personal. Team foul, number 6.
So next one, we're going to shoot some throws. Boy, this whole next month is a lot of fun, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's busy, but it's fun.
Go right from the high school state championships into March Madness.
And then you get the NBA playoffs.
And the NBA playoffs clear into June.
Inside the key, kick out from Dooley. Wright had it poked away by Christensen. Stays with the Russets on the baseline.
NCAA basketball tournament, still the best tournament in all of sports.
Better than the college football playoff? Oh, yeah. No doubt.
Until the college football playoff goes to at least 8 teams.
3 ball on the way. That is good for Brooke Wright. Her first points of the ball game, and she gives Shelley a 48-21 lead.
And now Dooley not alone in the three-pointer column.
Christensen up top, defended by Dooley.
Just 3 more points, and we would have mercy rule kick in. And I don't know if that goes into effect in a district tournament. Are you aware if it does?
It does.
Okay.
Foul underneath as Thuisen looked to make her move. That foul picked up by Jackie Wilson, her first. 15th foul here against the Russets, putting Thuisen to the line. I think the only time that the mercy rule is not in effect is during the state championship game. Shot is good for Thuisen. Her 4th point of the ball game.
2 for 2 from the free throw line for the junior.
Second shot, good. Thuisen, 5 points in the game. Substitution checking in now is Kelsey Clark here for South Fremont, replacing Thuisen. Left side, looking to go all the way. Dooley missed it with the left hand. Rebounded, however, by Wright. Trying to go over the top on the pass to Wilson, a little bit too far, out of bounds, back to South Fremont.
23 for Shelley's on the floor, and I do not show a 23 on my roster.
Neither do I.
And I don't have one here on this roster, and those were...
Jumper goes too high up into the standard for the backboard, and that is out of bounds for Harley Speth and the South Fremont Cougars. Well, if we can figure out who 23 is, that'd be great. Ball lofted ahead now to Wright. Inside, jumper for Dooley. Can't get it down. Head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Picking up that foul is Kelsey Clark, her first personal, team foul number 7.
Okay, so number 23 is Kylie Ball.
Kylie Ball, all right. Good to know. At the free throw line, Holly Dooley, first shot off the back iron, no good.
Dooley 0 for 2 from the free throw line. You got a nice stroke. Typically that leads to good free throws.
Second shot is good. Dooley now with 8. Driving the baseline, driving all the way to the hoop. Missing it, however, was Parkinson. And a foul here against South Fremont, I believe.
One of 3 players that were right around it.
And it's Parkinson who gets it, her 3rd personal. So free throws at the opposite end here for South Fremont. Excuse me, for Shelley, beg your pardon. It'll be Shea Wright.
One half of the Wright twins.
First shot, good.
Just a junior. Will also return next year with her sister, Lordy.
Only 3 seniors here for the Shelley Russets. That's Holly Dooley, Maddie Ball, and Brecklin Hobbs. Second shot is good.
Very young team. Both well for both these teams next year. In fact, all 4 teams in the conference are quite young overall.
17-foot jumper is good for Carly Parkinson, her first points of the ball game. 51-25, Shelley out in front here on South Fremont. Dooley able to get it down, might have gotten away with a travel. She now has 10. Ball tipped out of bounds, stays with the Cougars on the far sideline, as Singleton will check back in now for South Fremont, replacing Lexi Christensen, the senior.
So the winner of this game, which I don't think is in doubt right now, will be Shelley. We'll play the winner of the Sugar Salem Teton game. They had a tight one about a week and a half ago out in Driggs, Idaho.
54-49 on that one is a steal here by the Russets. Wright comes away with it. Dooley Bounce pass into the corner goes to Kylie Ball.
Oh, great cut by Dooley. Kylie didn't see her cutting down through after the pass.
Right. Back to Dooley. Shelley slowing down the offense here just a bit. And a traveling violation called here against Shea Wright.
Bailey Bean checking in. This might be the first time we've seen Bean tonight.
I think it's the second, actually, to be honest
with you.
Second
time, and when they played up at Sugar Salem earlier this year, she got a lot of playing time. I'd say she played at least half of the game, if not more.
Up top. Kick over far side to Singleton. Her three is off the mark. And the rebound goes to Kylie Ball. Ball up top to set up the offense. Here's Bean. Back to Wright. Shea Wright with it. Back to the twin sister, Brooke Wright. Her jumper partially blocked. Out of bounds, however, on the saving attempt by Mikkel Geisler. Goes to Shelley out of bounds. Of course, make sure you check back for updated scores, schedules, standings, rankings, and more as we bring you all the information leading up to the state tournament. Of course, IdahoSports.com, your exclusive home for state tournament broadcasts. And we got all sorts of information on there.
Our other game tonight coming up at 7:30. Catch it right here as well.
Stolen away now by Singleton of South Fremont. Singleton looks to go all the way, and a blocking foul will be called here against Bailey Bean, her first personal. That'll put Taylor Singleton to the line to shoot two.
If Taylor scores here, this will be her first score of the second half. And one of the things we talked about at halftime was it doesn't look good for South Fremont to pick up a victory when Taylor only has 2 points in the first half. And now, of course, late, or halfway through the fourth, she might be picking up her first of the second half.
Singleton, free throw line, missed the first, too strong off the glass. 4:12 remaining here in the fourth. 28-point lead here for the Shelley Russets. As checking in now is Meg Gold, the sophomore for Shelley, wearing number 5.
That's tough to say together.
Meg Gold.
Ends with a G,
yeah.
Starts with a G. Meg Gold. Meg Gold.
Second shot good for Singleton. She now has 3. South Fremont in the full court press. Wilson with it. Lofts it up ahead now to Gold. Gold was ready to go to the hoop. Instead decides to kick it back out now to Brooke Wright. Foot on the line. No good. Rebounded by Bean. And back up top now to Kylie Ball. Seen mostly all of the subs here into the game now for Shelley. Inside, Wilson gets the layup for 2.
Wilson's first points of the ball game. She had several looks like that in the first half, but just wasn't able to put them in.
Down to 3:44 remaining here in the fourth. 55-26 your score. Nice backdoor cut. Partially blocked on the shot from Geisler. Tracks down the basketball. We're going to have a jump ball.
Will be Shelley basketball. Shelley just 1 point away from this becoming a mercy rule game,
which by rule would move it to a running clock throughout the remainder of the game.
Everything except for timeouts.
Wilson, a handoff to Ball. Kylie Ball up top to set up the offense now. Down to 3:26 left. Pass nearly poked away. Kind of a wild shot that time by Brooke Wright. And another jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to South Fremont.
Of course, in college ball, no mercy rule. The mercy of the opposing coach.
Make sure you join us on Facebook and Twitter. Just click on the links on the bottom side of your video viewer. Singleton fires the 3. Can't get that one down. And the big rebound goes to Bailey Bean. Here's Ball back the other way here for the Russets. Pass trying to go inside from the angle right from Gold to Wilson. A little bit too far, and it'll be South Fremont basketball on the baseline. 2:50 remaining here in the fourth. Backdoor pass, driving inside. Geisler, the reverse layup, fouled on the way up. She'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Geisler has not shot a free throw tonight.
Wilson with her second. That's the 7th team foul here against the Russets. So to the line now is Mikkel Geisler for South Fremont. Shot off to the left side, no good. Singleton will take a seat, and Lexi Christensen will check in here for the Cougars. Also into the game, Kira Marlowe for Shelley, replacing Brooke Wright. Second shot is good. Geisler now with 7. And checking in for her is Martina Wilder, the freshman for South Fremont. Here comes Shelley. Back the other way, down to 2:39 remaining here in the fourth. Pass inside, Wilson, turn around. Fouled on the way up. She goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. Picking that up is Caitlin Moon, who just checked in, her first personal. That's team foul number 9, so more free throws coming here for the Russets now. For the Russets now. Even though South Fremont is down in this game, the student section certainly enthusiastic.
Well, their girls played out at Sugar Salem last week, and they got, mercy ruled in the fourth quarter, but their student body never stopped cheering the whole time. And you got to be proud of that, when your student body stays there and realizes that there's kind of a game inside the game as well, part of just being a part of the whole atmosphere.
Both shots no good for Wilson. Hustling back to the front court. Losing her footing was Wilder. Battle for the basketball, and ball comes away with it for the Russets. Here's Marlowe being harassed by Wilder. Back up top to Bean. Down to 2:09 left here in the ball game. Inside, Wilson lost it, somehow got it back, but stepped on the baseline right as it hit her in the face. It'll be South Fremont basketball on the baseline. As checking in now is Abby Brower for South Fremont, replacing Lexi Christensen. Down to 2 minutes left here in regulation. Outside, 3 ball on the way for Clark. That's off the mark. Out of bounds, stays with South Fremont off of Shelley's hands.
Kelsey Clark, just a junior, will return next year as well.
1:54 remaining here in regulation. 55-27. Long jumper banked in. That's a 2-point bucket for Kelsey Clark. Clark with her first points of the game, and a traveling violation here against the Russets. So South Fremont will get it here in front of their own bench here. Ball swung near side. Mize for 3 off the front iron. Rebounded by Gold. Gold lofts it up ahead to Marlowe. The layup is good. She wanted to get it to her earlier, just couldn't control the basketball. 57-29, Shelley out in front. 3 ball on the way here for South Fremont. That's going to come up short for Wilder.
12 points on the night for Marlowe.
Gold with the ball. Swung over far side. Back now to Gold. Dangerous pass. Marlowe comes away with it. Elbow jumper off the mark. Rebounded by Wilson. And a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with Shelley. Down to 1:05 left here in the fourth quarter. Once again, we thank all of our local sponsors for today's game here on idahosports.com. Local News 8 Sports Line, Z103, River Valley Dental Care, Beehive Federal Credit Union, Porterhouse Inc., Hard Times Quick Stop, Teton Toyota, St. Anthony Motors, Chandler Insurance, and Burt Flam Mortuary. Marlowe. Back up top now to Bean. Swung over now to Ball. Wilson, far left side with it. Gold for 3. Off the mark. Tracked down by Marlowe. Saves it in bounds. Goes right to Bean. Down to 40 seconds remaining.
Coach Elordi telling his kids just to keep it out here, not necessarily be taking the big shots.
The Shelley Russets will advance to the next round of the 3A Girls District 6 tournament, the championship side bracket. Marlowe back to Gold, down to 15 seconds remaining. Marlowe all the way to the rim, missed the layup, rebounded by Wilson. Back outside now, again to Ball. And that's going to do it here as the Shelley Russets defeat the South Fremont Cougars 57-29 here on IdahoSports.com. Game streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. We'll be back with our player of the game and final stats after these messages here on Idaho Sports. Welcome back to Madison Junior High School here in Rexburg for the 3A Girls District Tournament, 3A Girls District 6. Your final score tonight, it is Shelley 57 and South Fremont 29. Matt Harris here with you alongside Lance Taylor and Kyle Taylor to bring you all the coverage for tonight's game. Some thoughts from that game, Lance?
Well, the slow start, we talked about South Fremont pressing to try to keep the game slowed down a little bit, but really once Shelley got the momentum going in the second quarter, it just lasted throughout the rest of the ball game, and it was not in question from that point on.
Let's go over our scorers for the game. First for South Fremont, they were led by Mikkel Geisler with 7, Shaylee Thewison with 5, Harley Speth with 4, Taylor Singleton with 3, Milena Mize, Lexi Christensen, Carly Parkinson, Kelsey Clark, and Martina Wilder, all with 2 points apiece. For Shelley, they were led by Kira Marlowe with 12, Callie Brown with 10, Holly Dooley with 10, Hannah Hansen with 8. Also in there, Maddie Ball and Brecklin Hobbs with 5 apiece, Brooke Wright with 3, Shay Wright with 2, and Jackie Wilson with 2 points to round out the scoring. Now time for the IdahoSports.com player of the game today, Kira Marlowe for Shelley.
Yeah, Kira came out, played a solid game. Started out a little slow. Took her a little while to get into the scoring column. In fact, she didn't score in the first quarter, but was very consistent after that. A player that they can count on all the time. They're going to need her throughout the rest of this district tournament. And assuming they have an opportunity to go to state, they're going to need her for that as well.
Kira Marlowe, the IdahoSports.com player of the game. Again, we thank our major sponsors, the United Dairymen of Idaho, Idaho High School Activities Association, Farm Bureau Insurance, Cable One, TV, phone, and Internet, Agri-Service Farm Equipment, Project Filter, North Idaho College, and Delta Dental of Idaho. And our local sponsors, Local News 8 Sportsline, Z103, Beehive Federal Credit Union, River Valley Dental Care, Porterhouse Inc., Hard Times Quick Stop, Teton Toyota, St. Anthony Motors, Chandler Insurance, and Burt Flam Mortuary. You can buy this game on CD for just $14.95. Just click on the links at the top side of your video viewer. Check back for updated scores, schedule, standings, media poll rankings, and other state tournament information on the IdahoSports.com homepage. Again, thanks to Shane Proctor and the staff here at Madison Junior High School for their hospitality. Our producer has been Kyle Taylor. Our executive producer has been Paul Kingsbury. This has been a presentation of East Idaho Game Night presented by Local News 8 Sportsline, Z103, and IdahoSports.com game streams, which are presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. For all of us here at IdahoSports.com, I'm Matt Harris. Thanks for joining us this evening from Madison Junior High School as the Shelley Russets defeat the South Fremont Cougars 57-29 in the first round of the 3A District 6 Girls Basketball Tournament. So long, everyone, and good night.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com game streams brought to you by the United Dairymen of Idaho. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is strictly prohibited.